Oh, hello again, Michigan. My glasses thing really sucks. Just keep getting that. I'm trying to figure out. There we go. That's the best I can do for now. Anyways, so I'm my lunch hour, and I thought I'd take a few minutes. To maybe if I do this. No, because it's still gonna show my. Let's do this. So, just wanted to get on here. The other day, I didn't get a chance because I noticed that Whitmer was in the news again. She just loves to be in the news. Oh my God, she loves to hear herself speak. She loves to see herself on the news channel, just on TV. Can you imagine if he would have chose her for the VP? Oh my God. We'd really be up Schitt's Creek. I don't know. Like I said, when it comes to politics, it's always been the lesser of two evils. So, So MLive reports that Nessle is waiving, or no, I'm sorry, not Nessle. Whitmer is waiving the former DHHS's confidentiality agreement. The article, she pretty much goes in circles. So I looked at the article, and it's, seriously, she's going to waive Gordon's, and per MLive stated this. Whitmer defended those types of agreements as common, something experts said was not true in state government or outside of situations where a public body would face litigation risks. So last week, Whitmer issued an executive directive curbing, but not stopping. Not stopping. So again, do you see how they they lie? So they make you think, oh, we're fixing it, and they don't. They, a roundabout, and it's kind of like Jen Psaki, and we'll circle back. So they just in a roundabout way say that they're going to fix things, and they don't. So you have, she's not stopping those non-disclosure and whatever. But under the new rules, the separation agreements, at least with Michigan anyways, with state employees, they couldn't include clauses barring parties from disclosing their existence, like their existence as in like leaving their job, like why. So disclosing why they exited, and could only include severance pay under certain circumstances. Again, so this is just in a roundabout way. They're just kind of like running it through a colander. So they're just picking and choosing. They're not really changing it to allow full disclosure and transparency. No, we're just going to pick and choose a few little things that we're going to let fly. And then we're going to let you think that we've changed it and that there's transparency, but there really is not. Therein lies the problem, folks. You don't listen, you hear. It's like you cut off, it's like a child with ADD. They listen to the first 3 words of what you're saying, and then everything else is a blur. And that's what we've been taught to do. We just don't listen. The first 3 words sound like they're going to do something that's good for us in America, and then it really isn't. Because then like they tell the truth or whatever. We have been trained by the media to think that they give a shit about you and me. They do not. I've showed you proof of where they say one thing, someone live on the ground in DC showed proof of another. If that does not have you even just a little bit concerned, we got issues. We really got some issues. I don't know about you, but if you aren't hitting the like button and helping me out and sharing the knowledge that I'm sharing with you, why bother? Do you think that by not hitting the like button that I'm going to stop what I'm doing? No, because someone's going to hear me and someone's going to listen. And it's going to click one day. Something's going to happen to you like it did me. And it's going to hit really close to home, and you're going to say, man, that bitch was right. I don't wish that on anybody. That's why I'm doing this, to try to wake you up so that you can stop. We need to stop the corruption. We need to take a stand. And by taking a stand, I mean no violence. Okay? I mean, we need to be heard. We need to stand up and be counted, and we need to be heard. We need to make the right people accountable for what they've done. These crimes against humanity, these crimes against children, is wrong. Man, it's wrong. And if you can't see that, get off my channel. Don't come back. Delete me, block me, whatever. You and I will never see eye to eye. We'll never be mano a mano, my friend. So here's my other ish. Why does Michigan get $10.3 billion in stimulus? Did you know that our state was getting $10.3 billion? Not thousand. Billion. What's that money going to? I mean, because they literally just arrested. They just arrested a Holland restaurant owner. This was 3, 4, 5 hours ago. Posted on MLive how a Holland restaurant owner was arrested for defying state coronavirus orders. Now, mind you, let's go to those coronavirus orders. Those coronavirus orders. Fauci has gone on the record. Google it. I'm not doing it for you anymore. Fauci's gone on the record in the news. The media has reported Fauci as saying that New York was the role model for handling the coronavirus. So the fact that we had all those Navy ships and makeshift hospitals in New York, and he shoved positive COVID patients into nursing home, was Fauci's fucking plan. Let's not read in between the lines. Let's just listen to what the son of a bitch said. Kind of like when Joe got on the air and said that they created the most intricate voter fraud in the history. So again, now we have Fauci doing the same gaffe and admitting that the plan was to put the positive patients in the nursing homes. So it's now we have, okay, so that's what he said. So that were the 5 governors. I'm going to look this up later. The 5 governors that put those positive patients in nursing homes, five states, Democratic states. Now remember, this is really not about politics. It's about good versus evil, and it's just about them trying to separate us, which is why they chose politics to do it. They chose politics with the Democratic and the Republican and the liberal and all that other bullshit, and then they tried with color, with BLM and all this other shit. They're trying. That's all they want. They want us to be separated. Why? Because united we stand. When we stand united and we share knowledge, because what is knowledge? Knowledge is power. They do not want us powerful, because powerful, they are afraid of our knowledge and of us sticking together and standing together, because then they can't tell us to go sit in a corner and shut up, and they're going to tell us what to do. This is our country. Our country. We founded our country, and our country was built on our tax money that they should not be taxing us. Our taxes pay their salaries. Who the hell do these people think they are? This is what I mean by stand up. Stand up, call them every fucking day. I'm not saying do anything against the law. I'm not saying be violent or aggressive. I am saying be proactive. I'm on my lunch hour doing these. I'm on my lunch hour, I'm on my breaks. I'm on, when the family's asleep, when my house goes down, I come on and I do these. So Take 5 minutes out of your day, every day, and call your local. You don't have to be in Michigan, anywhere, wherever you are, and they're doing wrong. They're not opening up. If they're telling you to keep that face diaper on, call your local, call your local government. Make yourself heard. You can do it. All you have to do is get online and look it up. If you don't know how, leave me a comment what state you're in, and I'll find out who your people are. I will. I'll do it. That much I will do for you. So getting back to, because I got off track. So Fauci was the model for the coronavirus, Cuomo was the model, according to Fauci, for the virus handling protocol. Our governor did the same thing. Whitmer did the same thing. There are 5 governors along with Cuomo. Cuomo is being investigated. Cuomo's being investigated. He's being brought up on not just those charges, but, then the truth is really coming out about him. And they're investigating him. But AG Nessle thinks that it's unwarranted. Do you want to know why? Let me just tell you why. Because our governor was put on one of Biden's committees. So she can't have her being investigated, because then they're going to investigate more and find out what's really going on with the White House. Do you see it yet? Do you understand the corruption yet? Do you understand what is going on? So why is Whitmer exempt from being investigated when Cuomo's not? I'm sorry, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If he's guilty of it, so is she. If he's investigated for what he did and how he handled it, and she did it just the same way he did, why isn't she being investigated? Because AG Nessle, Benson, and Whitmer are all in cahoots. They are 3 peas in a pod. They are in Whitmer's pockets, and they are corrupt, just as dirty as everybody else. Do a little digging and you'll find out. Benson went to a school that was funded by Soros. I said the word. Tin hat, guys. Get it. They're cheap. You can make your own. You can actually, I'm going to post the link because you can see how much your town, your city, your county is getting of the stimulus money. Supposedly. But I wonder why we're getting that money. Is it because we killed senior citizens like Cuomo did? Think about it. How much of that's going to come back to you and me? How much of that's going to help those people that lost their businesses? None. You and I both know it. So then I'm getting on live again, and this was yesterday because I was going to come on yesterday, but I had some issues with family and health issues, so I couldn't do that. But yesterday they posted an old article from October of 2020 about 6 reasons Michigan is seeing a surge in their C19 numbers. Do we no longer look at dates at MLive? Are they trying to trick you? Dun, 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 dun! Oh, this shit is old stuff. And again, they think you won't look at the date. You just get online, you go on MLive to see what's new and going on, and they have an old article from last year up about increasing numbers. So they're so lazy. They're so lazy. They won't even put a new date on it. They just throw it back up on their webpage and forget to take the date and update it. It's really, folks? God, you people are stupid. But that's just when they did the whole color divide in the beginning, and, I'm not saying what happened to this man was okay in any way, shape, or form by any means. No man should be hurt by law enforcement or what have you. And that was a sad situation. Very, 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 very sad situation what happened. But in the after wake of Mr. Floyd's unfortunate death, my local news channel, WILS, I wish I could post pictures on YouTube. Oh, I wish I could, because I posted on Twitter, and it's probably one of the many things that got me banned from them 4 times. I have a picture. I had a picture from after like currently what they list as, you know, hot, cold, whatever. And they had changed it after Mr. Floyd's death. Hot was because they were using BLM lingo to mockingbird you. What was the word? Oppressive. Hot wasn't hot. It was oppressive. And then months later, after things calmed down, it changed back to hot. But the red was not hot. It was oppressive. Little things like that to trigger the mockingbird effect. People need to really look that up. My mother was so against TV growing up. She hated the TV and she hated everybody watching it. Now I understand why. Now, if you talk to someone who lives in CCP China, if you talk to someone who's actually lived in communism, socialist countries like China, the Chinese will tell you, we don't watch TV. We don't watch the news. That's, and it's sad when, like, remember, like, People and Sun and the Inquirer, and we thought they were fake. It's funny how I look back and I'm thinking, man, maybe they were probably the only ones telling the truth, and everyone else was just a lie. Green screens around the White House. Joe doesn't know where he's at. Dogs suddenly misbehaving. I feel bad for those puppies. I do. I don't know what he's done to them. I know what he's tried to do to children. You can see it in the pictures and the video clips that they post on the news. The news posts them. We just don't pay attention to them. And shame on you. Shame on you all for not seeing how he sniffs kids. That's disgusting. I don't know. Pedo Wood. Have you noticed that's another thing that's kind of gone wonky lately? I don't know. Oh, one more that I want to say. A couple more things, and then I'm going to make this quick because, like I said, I'm on my lunch, and it's already been 17 minutes. After Rush Limbaugh's untimely passing, it was horrible what they said after he passed to his family. The things that were said and done were horrible. You guys want to say it's horrible what happened to Floyd. It was horrible what they did to this man who was an icon. Mind you, I was not a big fan. I was not a big follower of Rush Limbaugh. However, he is a human. He is a human. I don't base how I feel about anybody on their external qualities or appearances. I just wasn't a big political person when he was big in his career. So I never really followed him until just recently when things started making more sense and things started clicking in my head. So after he passed, the big thing was who's going to take his place on his radio show. Dan Bongino, another good name to follow if you want someone to interpret the news for you and kind of like pull it up, break it apart, and tell you what's really going on. That would be Dan Bongino. And mind you, Dan Bongino is a I believe he's a retired Secret Service agent. So he is very knowledgeable about things that go on in the White House. So just to let you know. Good name to follow, but Dan is going to be taking the place of Rush Limbaugh. Found that out yesterday on his Dan Bongino show, Bongino.com. He does Spotify, Apple something, and anywho. So I'll post his link. He's also on Rumble. I like Rumble a lot because they don't censor people to a lot of what YouTube does. Good name to follow. Congratulations, Dan. I'm glad that you're going to still be keeping your show going, because I like the Bongino Report. It's makes my day. And let me see what else. Oh, Hawk Marsden on YouTube. I will post his link too. Hawk is like really super good. This guy's, he has a really big following. But what he's doing recently to try to help newbies, like people who are trying to, make heads or tails of what's going on. He's actually getting kind of like a compilation daily of the different people who we can rely on to be accurate as to what's really happening and going on, and kind of like bringing it all to one place for you to see. So it's like a long YouTube video, but you can see the different people that he brings up and will watch with you. So it's kind of cool. They have live chat. So if you put on your notifications to be notified, you can actually watch it live with him and ask and interact with him and his followers, which are really knowledgeable, great people. That's one of the things about this movement that they have going on. People are very kind, for their compassionate people. And when you're learning, they're very, they're very open to questions and to help you. And there's no condemning or pointing fingers or whatever. So just an FYI, I'll post, like I said, I'll post those links like I always do. And yes, to fact checkers, I'll post the MLive links for you too. And I'll find one of Dr. Fauci. Fucking flip-flop Fauci, never knew a damn thing, still don't know a damn thing, don't know why you people trust his ass. And I'm angry. I'm very angry today because I left a message with AG Nessle's office asking her how come Cuomo's being investigated and they want to remove him from his office, but your governor that you are in her pocket, and we are obviously finding this out now, you refuse to do an investigation. I don't know why she's exempt and Cuomo is not. My taxes pay your salary. You can call me. I'm sure you have caller ID. I'm not very happy with what's going on, and I'm not very happy with you. I'm entitled to my opinion. Freedom of speech until they take that away, which that'll be the next thing. I mean, they're already censoring every platform you can fucking talk on. Like I said, follow up with your local government, because for us to get this country back on track, we have to do it locally. And even if it's just one phone call a day, can you imagine if 10 people in one county got together and every day called their county commissioners and their representatives? 10 people. That's 10 calls every single day, 5 days a week, that they would have to deal with, along with all the other bullshit. Make them do their damn job, that's for sure. Unlike one of them over here that got caught for drunk driving and didn't have to go to court and didn't have to do jail time and didn't have to do the classes. And I'm sure his license didn't get restricted either. But hey, again, rules for thee, but not for me. When are you guys going to learn? If you enjoy my content, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. That would be helpful too. I don't know. I don't ever see comments. If there's anything you would like me to talk about or investigate for you, if you need help finding your local people, I don't care what state you're in, I'll help you. I'll do the best that I can. And if I can't find it, I'll find someone who can. So leave comments. Let me know. But remember that you need to be kind to your neighbors. You need to be involved. You need to be aware of everything, your surroundings, your neighbors, the children, because they want to divide us. And if we don't speak up for what's right, those rights will be gone. And I don't want to leave that kind of a world to not just my grandkids, but your grandkids or future generations. The reason that they're flooding to this country is because this was the land of milk and honey, where you could be anything, do anything with a little bit of hard work. They came to this country because they were escaping socialist and communism, and that's what they're trying to turn this country into. And he's doing a very good job of it within 3 months. You should be afraid. You should be very afraid of who's in office right now. So, look out for the kids. If you see something that doesn't look right, it's probably not, and say something. If you're wrong, no harm, no foul. At least you would have stopped something had it been. Do you understand? I told you that's a really personal, touchy subject for me, and it's something I will never stop speaking out on. I don't ever want you, anyone you know, anyone I don't know, to go through what I went through when my child and my grandchild were almost human trafficked. That is a story I'm not ready to tell because I get off on a tangent and I get angry. I get very angry and I get very emotional. But no one, absolutely no one should ever have to feel that way or go through what I went through. That's why I don't sleep nights anymore. I have a very hard time sleeping. I used to be a light sleeper, but I'm even more of a light sleeper now. So, again, see what happens when I talk about it? Just be kind to your neighbor. Be informed and be aware. And remember, they want us divided. Why? Because united we stand, divided we fall. Have a good day. I might be on later. I don't know. We'll see if anything else creeps up in the news.